if you want to build a business, then try to build one that's sustainable, that has all the features, components, and ingredients for your business to thrive, not only in the coming 5 years, but in the coming 50 years. And what you have to think of is, what's the impact that I'm having not only on my own profit and loss, on my own balance sheet, or my, let's say, on my bank account, but also what's my impact on society? What's my impact on the planet, right? If you're producing clothes made of plastic, so what's the impact, the indirect, consequential impact on the planet when my clothes that I sell are worn out and are used and are thrown away? Where do they end up, right? So what's the life cycle of the product or service that you're making? And this is not to be fanatical about the topic of sustainability, but it is about knowing what your creation, the value that you have created, ends up. Where does it end up? And how can you improve on that cycle, right? You could, for example, even think of strategies that you can reduce the impact that you have, the negative impact on society. And that is, I think, the secret ingredient to a sustainable business model, is knowing that you're measuring your influence, the value that you're either giving other clients and other companies and other businesses, and the value that you're deriving from. And we should not forget the planet, right? What I notice is that, I'm going to tell a short story about the fuel industry. I call it the fuel industry. So petrol, gas, everything that is derived from resources that are available on our planet. So what happens is that they extract these resources from planet Earth without actually having to pay a price for it, right? Like the same when you cut down a tree. If that tree is your own property, basically you don't have to pay for it because it's already your own property. But with these limited resources, that's a different story, right? So the price that we are paying eventually for using that end product is an incomplete price. It's an incomplete measure of what that actually costs for us as a planet, as a society, as a whole. So keep that in mind. Try to think big. Try to think holistically instead of only in your own terms of profit, in your own terms of your own gains and losses, right?